Nadine, a massive round of applause.
Thank you to all of you for really being welcoming to all of us who have spoken today. It's been a long journey to get here for a lot of us. My name's Nadine, and today I want to speak to you about so many things, but I'm going to stick to what I really feel deeply about. So I want to speak to you about when your life is on pause and you feel that you lack potential. So 12 years ago, my family and me experienced something that, to me, you only read in magazines or you saw in the newspaper. It was the summer of 2004, and we lost 3 members of our family, 3 in a 3-week period. My cousin Christopher died on my sister's birthday. My cousin Montana died the day before his funeral. And my grandmother died 2 weeks later. And my life paused. I couldn't do anything other than what I call Groundhog Day. I just carried on. I didn't know that I was suffering with depression. I didn't know how I was feeling internally. I held on to that and I just thought, I still have to take my son to school. I still have to go and do the shopping. I still have to do everything that I need to do to function every day. So I never really looked at myself and what I was actually going through. And at the same time, I was in a very emotionally and physically abusive relationship. And I didn't know what I was worth. I didn't know that I had any potential. And I didn't believe in myself. So what I'd like you all to do before I continue is to stand up and tell yourselves, I am potential.
I am potential.
So, fast forward to last year, and slowly but surely I'd been working on myself, but I didn't know much about self-development. So, I experienced a loss of a student last year, and I decided, I want to live, I want to do what I'm doing, but my life was on pause. And then I had 2 near-death experiences in a 4-month period. My car broke down on a major roundabout in Essex, and I kept telling I'm a Buddhist and I chant. And I sat in my car and I chanted, Nam Yo Horenge Kyo, this cannot be the last moments of my life. I haven't finished my journey, I haven't finished what I'm here to do. But my life was still on pause. And in October last year, I got hit by a bus. My husband was in the car and he was waving his hands at me to tell me that the bus was coming, but you know when your life is in a state where everything's routine, so to me, I can always hear the bus coming down the road. It never occurred to me that the bus was coming down the road. If I'd stepped out like this, I wouldn't be here to share my story today. Instead, for whatever reason, I stepped out like this and I got clipped and rolled against my car. And again, I just carried on like it was just normal. I went to the hospital because my granddad was in hospital. I went to visit my granddad. I came back home. I went shopping the next day. Even on Sunday, I got up and I cooked Sunday dinner, as usual. But something happened on the Monday. Took my children to school as usual, and then I came back home and I was sitting down and I was like, what am I doing with my life? The universe is trying to tell me something. It's trying to speak to me, and I haven't been listening for so long because I was too afraid to look at what was going on within. So I got in contact with Warren, and I had been sending him emails before to do his 21-day mind and body program. And one of the things I want to say before I continue is that when you want to make a change in your life, it doesn't matter how much you change externally. If you don't change what's within and take those steps and take the action and move your life forward, you ain't gonna move. And I'm living proof of that because I did that for 12 to 13 years, stayed on pause. So I got in contact with Warren. Warren was like, yeah, do the program. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be great. But I did tell myself at the time, nothing ain't gonna change. Nothing can change me because I'm who I am, and my life doesn't change that easily. But I did commit to the fact that I wanted to give 1,000% to the program. So what I did, and what I want to share with you guys today, is about believing in your inner potential, because we all have it. Warren always reminds us that we are 1 in 7 billion, and each of us are unique, and each of us have a gift to share with the world. And we are our own potential. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about what you can do. It's more important about what all of you think and know you can do. It's about taking that step forward. It's about believing in your inner potential. Now, as a practicing Buddhist, there's a quote written by a 700th century monk, he was born 700 years ago, and he says, suffer what there is to suffer, enjoy what there is to enjoy. Regard suffering and joy as part of life. And I'm going to say it differently to you guys. Keep moving forward. Because the past is gone. You live in the present, and you can have a vision of your future. And that's what having your inner potential is. Having a clear vision of your future. So I just want to say to you guys, I believe in your potential, and I hope that at the end of this evening, you will leave here with all the information and all the experiences shared, knowing that you have a great potential within you. Good night.
This time she was about to enjoy. You just want to see her, you want to hug her. Okay, brilliant.